Welcome to my 2024 bullet journal tour. I've been bullet journaling for 6 years. Within those 6 years, I've been through a lot of spreads, learning from each one to figure out which one works for me. From high school to, well, now, things have definitely changed a lot. So I'm gonna take you through my bullet journals since the beginning to show you my thought process on how I bullet journal now. I watched my first bullet journal video in 2016. I was really excited to try because it gave me the freedom of creating spreads that worked for me and also was a creative outlet. They were pretty simple compared to what it eventually became, but I made them each day as they came. Eventually, after many Pinterest and Instagram inspo pics, my spreads evolved. They became more art and perfection centric, minimal and aesthetic. It was quite hard work, but I forced myself to carve out time to make these spreads. That definitely wouldn't come to bite me in the butt. Looking back, there are spreads that I really like this rolling weekly spread is S tier. Kinda miss it. And then the burnout came. I found so many excuses not to make the spreads anymore, or I was literally making spreads that looked like Google Calendar. I also graduated from college, so I didn't really have anything to plan, so I kind of gave up. On paper, I went digital. I spent even more time in making super artsy spreads that definitely didn't affect my mental health. It didn't last long though, probably a year before I knew I needed to find new ways of planning now that my life has changed so much. And here we are. In my newest era of planning, I gave Notion a try. I really like Notion. The only commitment I needed to do was fill it out, and it worked pretty well. But I do miss writing things. So this is my 2024 bullet journal. I'm going digital. I made my spreads in Figma of all places, just because I've been working on Figma for so long and I got really used to the UX of it. So I just spent like an hour making spreads for the whole entire year, exported that, put it into a file on GoodNotes, and therefore I don't have to do anything for the rest of the year, which is pretty cool. Here I have my year at a glance, goals, and daily to-do lists, split into 3 top priority tasks and secondary tasks. On Notion, I keep everything that I want tracked. Since Notion is such a database-heavy software, I decided to put all my trackers on there. So that would be the habit tracker, the workout tracker, the expenses, or anything else I want tracked. And finally, I'm using Google Calendar. It's just so much easier. It's a lot less stress to remember all the events that I have, and repeating events is just so much less stressful than trying to plan it out by hand every week. I understand that people love making their spreads. Like I've shown you, I've tried myself, but I realized that I'm really lazy and I do feel pretty stressed out when I don't fully complete my spreads. So you do you, girl. Make a planning routine that works for you. But understand if keeping up certain things causes stress, cut it out. There's no need to keep trying when the problem can be solved by maybe finding a different way to do it. And that is my bullet journal. Let me know what are some of your favorite spreads to do. I love to hear from all of you. Anyways, Happy New Year. Bye!